In this video, we will learn how to create sales processes in Salesforce in order to track different types of pipelines. So to do this, we will first navigate to the setup. Here, we will search for sales processes. Our first step is to create a sales process. In this example, we want to create two types of opportunities, new business and upsell. So we will create two different sales processes to track these. When you create a sales process, you have to choose the stages for that pipeline. You can remove the ones that do not need to be here. So for new business, we need to keep track of the connect, discovery, proposal, credit check, negotiation, closed won, and closed loss stages. Now we will create the sales process for the upsell pipeline. Here we only need to keep 4 stages. Once all the stages have been selected, click Save. So our first step has been completed. Our next step is to create opportunity record types. In order to do that, all we will do is navigate to the Object Manager and search for the opportunity object. Here, we will create two record types, one for the new business and the other for the upsell. Here, we will select the sales process and make sure that this is active and make it available to whichever profiles you would like. Then we will click Save. Here you can choose which page layout you want to assign. Similarly, we want to create the new upsell record type as well, and this time we will choose the upsell sales process, make available to the necessary users, and next. With these two things completed, our next step is to create a playbook or a helpful guide for our sales rep. Before we do that, we can look at the opportunities object. This time, when you click New, you have the option to choose which type of opportunity you would like to create. In the settings, we will go to the home page and search for Settings. Here, we will create two paths. Path is this representation of various stages, depending on which record type you're on. So first of all, we will enable the path, create a new path. Here we will select the object on which this path will show up and the record type. Here we can choose the path to represent various pick lists, and in this example, we would like to show the stages. So for that, we will select the stage pick list and move to the next step. Here is where you create the playbook. This is where you decide which key fields would show up when you are at a stage and what guidance for success is available for the sales rep. On the discovery stage, we will add two fields. One that asks you for color preference selection, and the second one where we allow the sales rep to add important notes. In the guidance for success, we can ask questions. Do you prefer red or blue? This is going to help the sales rep remember what is important to close this deal. To the next stage, we will activate this path and can also enable celebrations when an opportunity is closed won, and we can select the frequency at which these celebrations are shown. Similarly, we will do the same thing for the upsell path. You can add different questions for the upsell type if needed. Once completed, we will click Save. Now that we have set up everything, let's look at how this shows up in front of us in the real world scenario. We have an opportunity for a textiles weaving plant generator. We can see the different stages up top, and there's an arrow over here. So if we click on the discovery stage, we will start seeing the guidance for success and the key fields. Here, we can select our color preference on a pick list and add different notes over here. Once we click Save, this has been added, and we can mark this as our current stage, which will visually show up as progress. What happens if you had initially selected this opportunity to be of new business type, but now you want to change it to the upsell type? Very simple. All you have to do is click Switch it to the new record type and click Next. You can update some fields when you change the record type. Click Save, and now you can see that the path has changed.